What is up, YouTube? Omar here, and before I get started with this 54 down, 108 to go, year 2, as you can see in the title above, I just want to say a couple things. First of all, first and foremost, thanks again to Eric PABC, who set this up last year and set this up this year. I think it's great. As he said in his entry video, I think it's really challenging. People don't realize how little 1/3 of the season can reflect on the whole season. I forget the exact stats he said in his entry, but some real futility last year, and I think I was one of those people that just got absolutely nothing right. I mean, whatever. But yeah, I'm a little sick Saturday morning here, so stick with me. And actually, maybe I should turn off that AC. Nah, I think it's good. Anyway, to my picks now. So we'll start with the AL East, which could be the hardest one. I was saying to all my friends, I don't think I said it in my preseason picks video, but I did say to all my friends before the season started that I just did not believe in the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, what about trading your whole team with the Miami Marlins, who we've seen are god-awful last year, makes you a contender? I know they had pieces there already, and I like their pieces so much, but they can't put it together. So let's just get to the picks. First place, I think the Red Sox will actually hang on. I like what they're doing. Pitching-wise, Clay Buchholz, whether he doctors the ball or not, has been amazing. Him and John Lester have been a 1-2, not even a 1-2 punch, a 1-2 smash, those two. I do have questions about that lineup and maybe some age with Ortiz, as he's having a great year. But I do think with Middlebrooks and those guys, Pedroia, they'll get the job done and stay in first. Second place, I'm going to go with the Yankees. I hate them, but I can't doubt them. They always do it, always finish well, and they're off to a little bit of a they're off to a good start, and then of course got swept by us. That's right, let's go Mets. Who lost to the Marlins last night? God damn it, I hate when that happens. We're 3-4 against the Marlins this year. Anyway. But yeah, I think the Yankees will, once they get some of their guys back, they will be in second place. Third place, the Orioles. They're in third place right now. In fact, this whole division, I have it staying exactly how it is right now. I love the Orioles. What can you say? I mean, Chris Davis, Adam Jones, Manny Machado, this team is built for the future, and they're going to be great. The pitching might not be as good as last year. I mean, that was a pretty successful year in pitching. But they're hitting the ball out of the ballpark more than any other team. Chris Davis is unbelievable. Fourth place, the Rays. I mean, David Price isn't the same, plus he's hurt. That's their ace right there. They don't have Shields anymore. He's in Kansas City. So there's a lot of, I don't watch their games that much, but there's question marks all on the team. Rodney is not having the shutdown season he had last year as their closer. From what I hear, Evan Longoria is kind of snoozing. I mean, he's having a good season, but not an Evan Longoria season. And not much to compliment him. And in last place, the Blue Jays. Josh Johnson, Mark Burley, both great pitchers in their day, but I don't think they're in their day anymore. Josh Johnson, not the same dominant pitcher he was with the Florida Marlins, and Mark Burley, not the same dominant pitcher that he was with the White Sox. So yeah, there we go for the AL East. We got Red Sox, Yankees, Orioles, Rays, and Blue Jays. Now the AL Central. Now this is an interesting division because Cleveland's been playing really well, and I do like them, but I don't think they'll be able to hold off Detroit. Detroit is too good. That lineup is unbelievable. There's not a better 1-2 punch than Prince Fielder and Miguel Cabrera, just simply because of how good Prince Fielder is when they walk Miguel Cabrera. He makes them pay. I think his average is like 400 when they do that. So I think the Tigers will finish in first, followed by Cleveland. I do think Cleveland's good, but I don't think they're good enough to win this division, or win any division at this point. Let me look over there at the standings right now, because I have the little mini helmets. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but I'll show it to you. Here we go. In my room here, I keep on my dresser, here's all the helmets of the teams in the standings, except I'm missing the Dodgers, and they're missing their game, too, so they suck. Anyway, continuing on, that division then kind of gets really scarce. I mean, the White Sox, I had trouble with this one But I'm going to go on a limb and say that the Royals finish in third place. I like the Royals. I like their young hitters. I feel like they're just a couple pieces from putting it together. Shields is not having a good year as their ace. I think he's like 2-6. But I think they can get it going and finish in third, ahead of the White Sox in fourth, and finally the Twins in fifth. So the AL Central recap is the Tigers, Indians, Royals, White Sox, and Twins. Anyway, next is the AL West, another kind of tough division, but probably one of the easier ones. Texas Rangers are first. I mean, this team, no matter what, they succeed. They've got the best prospect coming up later in the year. I think he's already up right now. That's Jurickson Profar. They've still got Kinsler and Cruz, and those guys, even though they lost Napoli and they lost Hamilton, they're still hitting the ball. Yu Darvish is striking out everybody he faces, it seems like. The team's solid, and they'll be winning this division and going back to the playoffs again. I saw that Eric PABC liked the Angels. I don't. I think they'll stay in third. He makes a valid point about the fact that their big three, Hamilton, Pujols, and Trout, aren't playing as well lately. But I don't think they're... On the contrary of Trout, I don't think any of them any others are going to get hot. And the gap is too big right now. And I think the A's are good enough to hold off the Angels. So A's in second, Angels in third, and then, of course, the Mariners and Astros. Astros are a lock for last. So that division stays as it is. Rangers, A's, Angels, Mariners, and Astros. So the two wild card picks in the AL, didn't take me much to pick this. How can you not go with the AL East? So strong. I'm taking the Yankees and the Orioles to both make the playoffs as the wild card and have a little rematch of that 5-game series they had last year in a 1-game playoff for the wild card winner. Alright, in the NL now, NL East, the home of the Mets, and I'm going with the Mets in this one, but we'll get to that later. Braves are going to hang on, and they're going to do something that very little teams, I'm sure, have done in their history, and that is lead the division wire to wire. I don't think they're ever going to give up the lead in this division. The Nationals aren't the same this year. I don't know why. They have the pieces in place, but things aren't clicking for them the way they want to. Of course, they have a winning record, but that's not. This is a team that had the best record in baseball last year and improved on their roster after that. Harper's playing well, but he's been dinged up. Strasburg dinged up, and the pitching rotation that looked untouchable early on, not looking so untouchable. Gonzalez, I don't think he's having that as good a year. And Strasburg, he's just catching his stride, but he's had a bad year. So they'll finish in second place still. I think the Nationals will. And here's my big pick for the Mets. They finished third in front of the Phillies, and let me tell you why. Oh, by the way, the Marlins are fifth. We're not even going to talk about them. Even though they beat the Mets last night, after I trash-talked them, I'm still not talking about them. They're not worth my time. What are they, 14-41? Not worth my time. They're last. This is why the Mets ahead of the Phillies. Right now, the Phillies are on the trend down. I'm not talking about the trend down overall, because they're that too, but the trend down this season. Look at these guys. Halladay, hurt. Hamels and Lee, not the same effectiveness. Pettibone, he's going to start getting crushed. No, he wasn't hit in his first couple starts. He's going to start getting crushed, as we saw in the last start. They've been giving up so many runs lately, and yes, they can put runs on the board, but who knows if Howard's going to be able to play? Who knows if Utley's going to be healthy? Who knows if any of these guys are going to be healthy? And it's so long, Eric Kratz can continue to hit clutch home runs for you. Ruiz not healthy. This team is a mess, and I think the Mets, who are right now 2.5 games behind them, I think, are going to finish in front of them in third place. Not that that means anything. That's the division. We have the Braves, the Nationals, Mets, Phillies, Marlins. NL Central now. This is another tough one, especially at the top with St. Louis and Cincinnati. I thought about it for a while. I'm giving St. Louis the nod. Their pitching is unbelievable. Where do they keep getting these prospects? It's unbelievable. Shelby Miller, he's solid. Now they have this new guy, Michael Wacha. He looks like he's going to be great. Don't forget about their other pitchers. I mean, oh my goodness, Adam Wainwright. This team is solid, up and down. When you have Beltran hitting second, you know we have a solid hitting team. Molina's in there. Holiday's hitting this year, finally, for them. Who else? Even John Jay can hit on that team. Everybody can hit on that team. They're solid. They play good D. They'll finish first. Cincinnati, a very close second. Who was that? Yeah, the Pirates in third. They're good this year. I don't think they'll collapse. The Cubs are in front of the Brewers right now, and I actually thinking about that for a little bit. I think I'm gonna keep it that way. The Brewers are just, no one ever hears about them. I don't think they're doing anything this year. The Cubs are looking up, and they should be. They have Castro, they have Rizzo, they have Samardzija, they have young players that are good. They finally pretty much given up on Carlos Marmol as their closer, which they should have done a long time ago. And that's that. So we got the Cardinals, Reds, Pirates, Cubs, and Brewers staying the same as it is. NL West now. Will the Dodgers make a run? I think a little bit. I'm going to trust them, but not too much. Right now, let's see, it's Diamondbacks and Giants. I think the Giants can win this division. Too much. They're too good to stay behind. I think they're only behind by like 1 game anyway. Diamondbacks are finishing second. They're legit, but that guy Corbin for them, he's not going to stay this hot. Patrick Corbin, 8-0. That's not going to happen. Goldschmidt, he's legit. Gregorius, he's legit. Corbin, I think he's legit too, but he's not going to keep pitching at this rate. Third place, the Rockies, I don't believe in. I think the Rockies will fall, so I think actually the Dodgers will get it together a little bit and finish in third place in this division. I don't think they're good enough to get it together and fly to the top, but I do not think they'll finish behind the Rockies, who I don't take for real. Their pitching is too soft to keep a winning record this season. They'll finish in 4th. The Padres in 5th. So the rundown again for that division is Giants, Diamondbacks, Dodgers, Rockies, and Padres. And the 2 wild cards from the National League, I'm going to have to go with two teams from the same division again. I just saw some Tiger Woods update on my phone. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Reds and the Pirates facing off in that game. So that's my video. Whew, long video, 12 minutes. It's going to take a long time to upload, but that's my entry. Good luck to all of you. Good luck to myself. And let's go Mets and pass the Phillies, please.